Hi, Charlie.
Live.
Here we are. Hello. Slay the holiday. Let it continue. Did you guys even see? Like, look at these cute nails. I swear this girl waits until we go live and then she announces what she really wants. Every time. Hey, baby.
What do you want? What you really want?
Yeah, we don't need to sing around it. So, in this video, can't stop, y'all. This is just what she wants. I don't know how. Okay, so anyways, let's get to the point of it because your time is valuable, our time is valuable, and to slay the holidays, we get to be effective with our time. But ultimately, the key here is to simplify where you can. The goal is to do less where it brings more, right? As humans, what we want to do, and this is just a natural human tendency, it's not nothing wrong, bad, like how dare you, no stories to be made, but as humans, we tend to overcomplicate everything. And when it comes to building your coaching business online, we overcomplicate it because we feel the need that like the more we have, the more valuable that we are. Like we take our programs, like we have to have all the things, right? And this is us too. Like literally there was a time in our program where we had 13 calls a week. Can you imagine leading 13 calls a week? Were 13 calls a week necessary? No. And it was actually hurting our clients in the long run, right? And so this is why I feel like we can share some of the mistakes that we've made for you so you don't have to make them. So go ahead.
Yeah, and it's like it's that, and then it's also multiple programs. We have a lot of clients that come in, like our most successful clients are always come in where they're like overwhelmed. They maybe have 2 or 3 programs and they're trying to juggle which one they should be promoting and which one they should be selling. And so we've had one client that she was working like 90 hours a week. She had she was running, I think, like 3 group programs at a time. They were like I think she had maxed them out at like 10 each. And then when they finished, it would dump out into one-on-one coaching. So she was so slammed and had so much client work that she like couldn't even think, right? Like 90 hours a week, 80 to 90 hours, just by kind of pulling out her genius and being able to create it in a leveraged way. She was able to go down to like 25 hours a week, 25 hours, 30 hours, and then up her income. She was doing about $5,000 to $15,000 a month. She got up to $25,000 that way. Then Holly with the energetics, and I'm guessing, did you guys like cut out some more BS there because you guys did a business energetics with her? I know
it was how she ran the program and how she managed her energy. So that's a big thing in all of this, right? Is being able to manage your energy and taking a look at all of the things that you're doing and where's the energy leaks. Right. So this could be like clients who are not paying anymore, but still in your community, or like the overlap of like what is taking 90 hours out of your week and how can we condense this? So something that I'm just really naturally good at, and I've done even before I was a coach online, I used to be a vice president of a marketing agency for local businesses, and I would go business to business. And this is where I got really clear. This was a gift that I had, is when people shared their vision of what they wanted in their business, I just got this whole download of like how to make it happen. It was just like a very clear process. So when I hear coaches of like, these are all the modalities that I have, I can do this, this, and this, and they create separate programs for them, or their marketing is very complex, I can like, it's just part of my gift of like putting it into the system and being able to umbrella things so that it can work seamlessly together. So I think that's like knowing your soul gifts and how you work best and working in your genius. That's my genius and that's my soul gift, is being able to put things into systems. Now, if you aren't a system person, then what you're doing, putting into systems, can actually be overcomplicating your business, right? So it's important to, we always go back to your soul gifts and how you work best and your genius points. Everybody is different. Go ahead. I sparked a light bulb.
Yeah, we have one client, and then she has like all these like $27 she has these like free giveaways, right? Like giveaways, but then like in the process of them, the free giveaway, she then offers like a $27 thing or a $37 thing or whatever, that she makes like a very little amount of money on these things. And we're like, what if we just had them book a call, right? Like, just get on a call with you and see if they could work in your program. Would you rather a $3,000 programs client, or would you rather a $27 client? And she's like, oh, I'd rather have a $3,000 client all day. And so what happens is we think that we need these tiny little programs, and they need to
work
their way up to eventually lead to your bigger program. But what that does is it just creates a bunch of complexity. It creates a bunch of, because this is the thing, unless you're a professional copywriter, unless you're a professional funnel builder, we don't even.
You have a very large audience that freaking is hot. You've been building it for years. You've already have success. This is where I can see low ticket people, because I have nothing against them, right? I just think there's a time and a place for them.
Yeah.
So when you have been doing what you do for a long time, you've built an audience, you've built a lit, your list is really hot, they love you, you have a very engaging, hot audience, by all means, you can sell a low ticket. And I've seen it. I've seen people do very, very well with it. And when you're just getting your first 6 figures or your first multiple 6 figures, what you want to be doing is working on your experience, your level of how you coach and how you impact people. And it takes just as much energy. I think at the beginning, even more energy. So might as well get the whole one simple program.
Yeah. And it's as hard to create a process to sell a $27 thing as it is to create a process to sell a $3,000 thing. And because it's to create the copy and the sales psychology and all the things to get somebody to pull out their credit card and to buy something for a low ticket is actually very challenging. It's much easier to get somebody to book a free call and then do the call and then really get into their world and see what they got going on and all the things, right? And so I guess we just get to look at, because it's we've had this one guy, I remember he came to us and he was like, hey, could you look at my funnel and tell me what's going wrong? And he had built this funnel where it was $250 on the front end, and then it downselled into a 57, and then it was all this, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's the worst funnel I've ever seen in my life. This thing's terrible. I'm like, this is, and he's like, okay, well, and I'm like, do you want, and this is back when we had our agency, do you want help with fixing this and getting it actually work properly? And he's like, no, I think I got it. Okay, cool. 6 months later, comes back to me. He's made no sales. He spent another $10,000-$20,000 on ads, making no sales and all of this. And it's it's very, very challenging. And years, I think another year later, he gave up. He went back to, he was an ophthalmologist, and he quit his coaching business and went back to being an eye doctor. And it's dude, you spend so much money, and we just hired somebody that knew what the hell they were talking about and not trying to cheap out and just hire these, people that are just getting your money.
Yeah. So being able to again, and I will say there's a time and a place for funnels. There's a time and a place for having the upsells and the depending on your business. But as coaches, right? That's why I think it's important to work with people who specialize. I'm big on the specialization point. We work with coaches, and not business marketing coaches where you coach people who make money. Leadership coaches, life coaches, health coaches, performance coaches, right? Those are the trauma coaches. Those are the people that we literally specialize in. We know how the industry works online and how to build a business in these areas. This is what we've been doing for years and years and years. Literally, wow, that's been a while now. Mm-hmm. So literally when you, I've seen time and time again, the best way to build your business and grow your business online in these areas is to be as simple as possible, right? Your content is always going to be what crushes. So creating content, building an audience, having a very streamlined offer that is simple for you, it's simple for your clients. the less complex that you can make it. And you want to really master the content game as you're building your audience first, because before you start the ads, before you start the websites and the crazy funnels and the downsells and the upsells and all of these things, you want to make sure that you have something that converts. And as a coach, you want to be the best coach that you can possibly be, right? So keep it super simple. I would even say, like we talked about, the power of one, which I'm kind of like, some of it I agree with, some of it I don't agree with, but I do agree, like up to your first 6 figures, right? And picking a platform and just becoming the master at it. You're becoming the master, right? Like right now, I used to do a bunch of Instagram, like way back when I was doing the affiliate days. And then really, I've just kind of left it to be on Facebook. So we've made we've done 7 figures. We have our 2 Comma Club now. So now I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to get into Instagram. But I waited, and I wanted to be the master at my space first before I moved on to something else. So keep your business as simple as possible. Watch the energy leaks that you have within your business. How can you create all of your modalities, all of the things that you do, and bring them into a very streamlined way where it is simple?
Yeah, we're actually doing this right now.
We're
simplifying even more because we know that even our business at the level that it is, it could be simpler. We saw it. How our business is that we have the called coach that is really worked with people to get to, $10, $15, $20,000 a month, right? In 4 months, right? And then after that, you would join what we called Evolution, which was like a phase 2. And then we started working more on the funnels, working more on like ads, working more on like putting together like your own model. Like if you guys have seen our circles, starting to do those type of things, starting to hire teams and VAs and do these things where they start taking things off your plate. We always joked about Evolution being that like people would join and they would we should send them a bathing suit because they always everybody goes on vacation.
You're not in Evolution until you go on vacation.
Yeah, right. It's like and so what we've decided is like that actually
that's the vibe.
That's vibe. And it was complicated. And so we're like, because it was like, okay, now we have to have a conversation about, are they ready for phase 2? Are they not ready? So what we decided is just take phase 2 and the called coach and just kind of merge them together. So it's like anybody that comes in, if you're somebody that is already doing $10,000 a month and you're like, I really need to hire the team to start take things off my plate. I know I need to start doing funnels. I need to start doing ads, but you don't want to wait 4 months to start working on it because we wouldn't let people like kind of come into the program and just jump to that program because we have kind of standards and we kind of work with these people on a really high level. And we have a rule that if we wouldn't take you out to dinner, you can't join our program.
We don't want to hang out with you. We don't want you in your program. Our program.
Yeah. And so Evolution was kind of another level. It was like if we wouldn't go on like a retreat with you or go hang out with you for a weekend, like we wouldn't want you in that program. So it's like we're just going to be more picky on the people that we let join the called coach because it's like everybody gets access to everything now. So everybody gets access to the creating your model. Everybody gets access to hiring a team. Everybody gets access to the funnel templates and all the things to start putting on your own events and being able to do all this. So it's just really I'm really excited about the switch up. And then we have another access level where we're going to be working one-on-one with a certain amount of people with the right fit. And so I'm really excited. So
yes.
Anything else? You got it.
I think just a call to action here, because I want to keep this actionable for you, is taking a look at where some of those energy leaks are. Actually, you have a strategy call that you're offering.
Yes, I am.
So I think that would be a good action step, is to book a call with Chad and let's go through what your business is currently like. How can you simplify it? What are some things that Chad sees and some of those gaps there, and then go from there. So
yeah, I'm going to be, so I don't normally do these calls and because they're really, really highly valuable. and they take some time, right? They're a 30-minute call, so it's we normally do a 15-minute call just to kind of see if it's a good fit. Right now, we're doing the 30-minute, what we call impactful strategy call, where we jump on a call and we actually see in your business what is working, what's not working. We're going to discover at least one thing that isn't working in your business, and we'll come up with a solution for that. And so if you want to jump on a call and kind of see if we only have room for 5 of them, reach out or comment strategy below, and we'll have a conversation, see if it's a good fit. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, and we'll see ya.
We'll see ya and you see ya. Bye.
Bye.